I love women, but I love my wife more.
There you go, you gotta clean that up.
I would have to tell my younger self, it's gonna be rough, but man, is it gonna be worth it? It's gonna get so much better. You're gonna fall in love.
I think Pride is just such an opportunity to celebrate who you are. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. It's about being yourself, feeling part of a community, feeling like you can love who you want to love and that you're loved for who you are.
We can't be sitting here and talking about Pride without honoring Pride was a riot. And Pride was a riot started by trans women of color, Marsha P. Johnson and Sylvia Rivera leading that.
So when we think about Pride, we can't always just think about this as a male's movement, as a gay male's movement. This movement began with Black and brown drag queens and trans women.
And I think we need to continue to fight for visibility, for equality, and representation matters, and it is a huge piece of who we are. I decided when I was going to go to college that when I got there, I was just going to be myself. It was a good experience, I would say, just being there and feeling like I could just be myself from the start.
Well, decide is being generous. I didn't decide to come out. I was more or less forced. I came home and I was very heartbroken by a girl who I was talking to. My mom was like, what's going on? And I had to kind of just yell it at her, which was probably not the best. And she kind of just looked at me, took a step back, closed the door, didn't talk to me for a few days.
I got really sick in 2004. So at this point I said, hey, I don't want to die with this secret. And my mother was in the hospital with me. But I told her, and she said, I've known since I loved you. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And then I said, that's kind of shady too, but it's so sweet.
In high school, I was forced out. My dad was always checking our bills, and it came to a point where I was texting my girlfriend at the time. I was backed into the corner of my room, and I froze. And I whispered that I'm gay.
I never came out. There's a lot of pressure built up around coming out, right? I guess my gender and my sexuality is expansive, and so it felt like people wanted to label me as gay, but that's not actually how I ever identified.
The job I worked previous to this one, I was working from home, and so I didn't have to tell anybody about my gender. After that, I was out fully and we started this coffee shop, so I haven't really had to deal with being out as trans in a workplace. It's just been understood from day one that I'm a woman.
There is a Black Pride because sometimes as a Black man or as a Black gay man, I'm not always accepted in a white gay establishment. So now there are two separate prides in different cities all the time because it started as a comfortable space. Everybody's comfortable being gay, but we need to be comfortable being gay and Black.
Anyone in the LGBTQ community faces struggles, right? But after coming out, those don't necessarily stop. But I also think it's important to clarify that me being a gay man and a gay white man specifically, my struggles are a little bit different.
I don't want to stand anywhere where my siblings aren't standing, And I want to see more of that energy.
I feel like every LGBT person faces struggles. Sometimes it's microaggressions, sometimes it's something that's right in your face. There is definitely times where I have to look around before I grab my wife's hand. I think one of the things that we're fighting for is normalizing it. Don't make me seem to be a novelty. I'm not your token gay best friend. I'm just a person. Pride means a whole lot to me. It means I don't have to hide who I am. I can love who I want to love.
It's important to show pride because you should be open and honest about yourself. I feel like hiding a part of you is like holding in your pee. It will hurt you in many ways.
I would just want people to know that it's okay to be an ally. The more allies we have, the better this life's gonna be for all of us.
We have to keep that visibility, have to keep that momentum, and we have to apply it now to other pieces of our group here who are still fighting for that equality and just to be treated like every other member of society.
To me, pride means freedom. You got it.
Yep.